Hello, folks. This is Kevin from Good Day, Good Prayers, and I hope you're having a good day. Today, we're going to be continuing to talk about what some people are calling the great and terrible day of the Lord. The people that are talking about that are talking about planes crashing, they're talking about cars crashing, to stay home during that day, to be in prayer, to pray safety over your family and all of the people that are a part of your circle of friends, influencers, and so on. And so they're saying these things, and those things are all well and fine to stay in place, don't move around, but try to keep a low profile. Now there's another side to this. Not everybody seems to call it the same thing. Not everybody seems to agree. But there is a woman by the name of Melissa Redpill, and I listened to her morning show today, Sunday, Easter Sunday, and what she was saying is that the cabal is going to be destroyed. It's the same kind of uh, thing that the other people are saying. But what she's talking about is that the cabal is attacked by the military and they are destroyed, and that it is the main hub of the deep state. And once they are gone, now she's saying that 7,000 people are going to die in this battle. And these 7,000 people then are the main ones that have control of the deep state. And once they're gone, that's it. I've heard Scott McKay talking about how many of the people have already been arrested, and how that many of them have already been sentenced to death. I did tell you that I have read, or not just read, but I've even seen on videos various trials that had taken place. Now, these trials were in the tribunals. Now, a lot of the things that are going on right now in the attempt to wake people up, they're showing that the court system is not cooperating. And this is a part of trying to wake the population up. And as a matter of fact, some are saying that it's going to get to the point where it's going to be real bad because they're trying to wake these people up. So that is actually a third point to all of this. So there's going to be any number of things that are going to happen. Apparently, you've got the 7,000 deep state people that die, which is Melissa Redpill. You have Scott McKay talking about all the people that have been tribunaled. And as I said, I've read some of the tribunal information, and I understand that. And a lot of the people that we see, it is being said that they come from central casting and that they are actors. They have the CGI masks on, and then they have the little mouthpiece. And when they speak, they will sound like the individual that is supposed to be speaking. But what's interesting about that is the fact that these people are able to actually set the mouthpiece somehow through the computer system so that it sounds like the individual. And so we actually have 3 schools of thought. I have a feeling that they're all one school of thought, and that there are going to be multiple things most likely that are going to take place. Now, they seem to agree on the time frame that it's between now and May 25th. Some say 24th, some say 25th. But everything seems to be going in the same direction. Are these things going to happen? Yeah, I believe there's going to be 7,000 people that are deep staters that are going to die. I believe that there are evil people who are going to drop dead. I believe there are good people whose hearts are going to stop for fear. I believe that there are good people who are going to get caught in the crossfire of all of this, and that these people who get caught in the crossfire are going to go to heaven. And I believe that the people whose it's judgment day for are going to go to hell. And so I believe there's going to be a number of things happening, and I think it'll happen in the next 50 days from the 5th of April until the 25th of May. And I believe that all these things are going to happen. Most likely in this time frame. I could see the time frame moving out a little bit for some of these things, but I could also see it all being done by the end of April. So it's really going to depend on how quickly God moves and how much they need to make sure that the people wake up. They're not going to wait, I think, with a lot of this until the people wake up. I think it's just going to get worse and worse and worse to the point where people are going to be scared to death that aren't going to wake up. And then the rest of us who are either partially awake or all the way awake are going to say, all this stuff is happening just like the Bible said. People are dying, through accidents. People are dying for fear. People are all these things. But like I said last night, perfect love casteth out fear. And if you are a Christian, if you love the Lord, there is nothing to fear. Worst case scenario, you get caught in the crossfire of something happening and you die. Well, to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. I don't want to die. I want to see what the world is going to look like after all of this is completed. But not everybody is going to make it out of this period of time alive. And so we need to understand some of us are not going to be here. But it's nothing to fear. It is nothing to be worried about. We must pray for the safety of our family. We must claim the promises in the Scripture about the safety of the family. And a good place to start is Psalm 91, that nothing will come near our dwelling, because that's a promise from God. And if we claim that, and when you claim that, see it in your mind, envision it in your mind, and what will happen is that it will come through. Pray this over your family, your friends, your neighbors, all the people that you know, people who were your classmates, people who you work with. I mean, all kinds of people. There are people everywhere that you can be praying for. And don't be afraid to tell people these things. Some people are like, oh, I better not tell them that. They'll think I'm nuts. Fine. I'd rather be thought of as nuts than to find out the next day that that person's heart stopped because they were afraid of something. I would rather look like the idiot. That's why I keep talking about this. I am going to be your idiot, and I'm going to tell you what I know to be the truth. Now, am I receiving this information myself? Right now, I'm not. Now, I've been hearing from the Lord in the late 60s, early 70s, and on. I've been hearing various things from the Lord. But in this case, I really have not been hearing a lot of things. And however, and I will say this, I pray and ask the Lord to help me with my videos. The videos that I do are inspired by God. I do listen to what He says, and I try to make sure that I put those points all in my video. Even if I don't have them written down, sometimes they come to me while I'm in the process of doing the video. So I am still hearing. I'm just not hearing on these particular issues right now, at least not to the degree that a lot of the other people are. Now, I turned down becoming ordained as a minister years ago, and I have never claimed to be a prophet, and I never will. I don't believe that I'm a prophet. I believe I'm just some guy, just like all of you, who God talks to. I happen to know how to listen. Some don't. Okay? It's like testing the Spirit. Some people know how to test the Spirit, and some do not. And so these are all things that you can develop as a Christian. Okay? And remember, we've all sinned, we've all come short of the glory of God, and all of these kinds of things. But it is a fact that God will work with us. He will help us. We all have problems and issues, and God will help us to get through those problems and issues and bring us to a place where we are able to hear from Him, where we're able to test the spirits and know if it's from God or if it's not from God. This is Kevin from Good Day, Good Prayers, and I want you to be constant in prayer, and I want you to have a good day.